Julie, Rob, the letter from two state senators addressed numerous things, from critical race theory to policies regarding gender identity and sexual orientation. It criticizes both Chancellor Green as well as the Board of Regents and references Governor Pete Ricketts' concerns over the university's new racial equity plan. A joint letter from Nebraska State Senators Steve Erdman and Steve Halloran says, quote, Nebraska state's colleges and universities are now devolving at an alarming rate. The letter goes on to say critical race theory has invaded the university system and calls on UNL Chancellor Ronnie Green to resign. Last week, Governor Pete Ricketts said he had lost faith in Green. During a Monday radio spot, Ricketts did not directly call for the chancellor's resignation, though he reiterated his opposition to aspects of the equity plan.
Part of this is about the university saying they're institutionally racist. I don't believe that. That's not true.
Ricketts takes issue with inclusion of language from author and professor Ibram X. Kendi. In 2019, Kendi wrote How to Be an Anti-Racist, which became a bestseller. Ricketts calls the plan a terrible direction for the university.
We have unequal outcomes, and that's true, and we need to address those. We need to make sure that minority students have the same opportunities to get the right education, to get the right jobs, all that sort of thing. So helping and getting more engagement from minorities to be able to accomplish those things is a great goal. However, when you say we're going to make it all equitable, we're going to make it all equal outcomes, what you're talking about is that's a Marxist philosophy.
The governor also says Green misled him about what would be included.
Basically, he didn't really tell me what was in the policy, that they were quoting Ibram Kendi, for example.
Board of Regents Chair Paul Kenny echoes the governor on that.
Being one of the last ones to know about it, I'm not happy about that.
Kenny won't comment on the plan itself or say whether he thinks Green should step down. He did say it would be a topic of discussion at an upcoming meeting.
Wasn't happy with how the process went, and for sure that's where I think we'll really look at.
UNL President Ted Carter said last week critical race theory will not be imposed upon students. He did stand behind the equity plan, stressing that it's important to make Nebraska a place where everyone can succeed. Omaha Senator Michaela Cavanaugh criticized the governor in her own letter last Wednesday. She says he is attacking our education institutions and attempting to create division among Nebraskans the color of their skin. Back to you.